How we doing, guys?
Good.
How did Connor Williams look working back yesterday, and will Lyle Collins be able to do anything today for you?
Yeah, Connor did a good job yesterday. He was limited, and he'll be limited again today. Hopefully he continues to make progress. Don't anticipate LC doing a whole lot today if he does anything.
You say Connor's ahead of schedule?
I don't know what the schedule is. I just know that he's banging away. Trying to get better, making progress.
When you look at New England, they've won 20 straight games at home. What's the challenge of playing them up there in that place?
I don't know what their record is on the road, but I imagine it's pretty good too. They're a really good team, obviously, and they're really well coached. They got really good players. The quarterback is a one-of-a-kind player, and they just play really well. They play really well wherever they play, and they're a challenge every time the ball is snapped.
What do you want to see out of your linebackers this week?
We'd like to have them play well, show up in the running game, be effective in the passing game, do a good job in man coverage and zone coverage, make a lot of hits on the ball, hopefully make some plays to change the game.
How demanding is their task given how New England uses its running back so much in the pass game and rotates those guys in?
Yeah, every week you get challenged different ways. A lot of teams have elite tight ends or elite receivers. New England's been a team that's always been able to attack you a lot of different ways with their receivers, with their tight ends, and with their backs. They do a great job of that, and the linebackers are involved in all parts of that coverage, whether it's man-to-man or zone. So they're a really good football team, and again, every time the ball's snapped, you get challenged. Their backs certainly are really good football players.
What makes James White the challenge?
Oh, I just think he's a really good player. I mean, he's a good runner. He's a really, really good receiver. He's a smart football player. He's quick. He's elusive. He's just an excellent route runner. He's really good after the ball, after he catches the ball. The quarterback loves throwing to him. He's just a good player.
The Patriots had a lot of success in their punt team on Sunday. It was a big part of their win. What stands out with that area of their team and maybe special teams as a whole?
Yeah, just in general, I think they've been a really good special teams unit for years, and this year no different. They do a great job making signature plays, whether it's blocks or returns, but they're also just very fundamentally sound. They're very disciplined. They do a great job winning field position week in and week out, so they're very sound throughout all aspects of their special teams units, and they're also capable of making a lot of big plays, difference-making plays.
Where's Amari at health-wise right now?
Amari Cooper? Yeah, he had a good day yesterday in practice, and hopefully he continues to progress.
Do you believe there are certain wins over the course of a regular season that help build momentum and confidence in the team more than other wins, or is a win just a win in your mind?
I just think it's important to lock in on the task at hand every week. The best teams are able to do that. It's one day of preparation for that week's ball game, and that's what we try to instill around here. We don't do a lot of reflecting during the year on a signature wins or this kind of a win or that kind of a win. It's just, try to improve week after week, try to build on the good stuff from the game, try to learn from the other stuff and clean it up and move forward. So that's our approach week in and week out, and that's typically when we play our best.
Do teams during the course of the year, especially later in the year when they get closer to such a division title or whatever it may be, have a little bit more pep in their step in a sense as does they feel like we're getting closer to doing something?
Do teams do that?
Yeah, especially you guys.
Yeah.
You feel like, okay, we're close here.
Yeah, again, the attitude we try to instill and the culture we try to instill is you come to work every day, and every day is important. When you get here on April 15th, the off-season program, you should come in the building with a pep in your step. You should be ready to go. Try to embrace that day. Try to get better that day. And so that's what we try to instill in our guys, day in and day out, week in and week out over the course of the off-season training camp and throughout the year.
What makes Gilmore one of the best corners in the league?
I just think he has it all. He's big, he's long, he's fast, he's quick, he's strong, he's got great instincts, great ball skills, a really good understanding for the game. He's a very disciplined corner. He's physical. He's good in man, good in zone. He's sticky. All the things you're looking for in a corner, he's got them.
Do they have a history of putting Gilmore on their best the opponent's best receiver, or they put him on, do they double the best receiver and put him on the other guy? How do you anticipate them handling Amari?
Yeah, again, they've done things a lot of different ways through the years with all their guys. And, you just have to, be nimble during the game, have to do a good job communicating as to how defenses play you every week. More man, more zone. Hey, this guy's traveling with this guy's traveling with that guy. Those are the discussions you have every week when you get into ball games.
How good has Byron Jones been this year?
Byron's played really well for us.
You see that he doesn't have the interceptions, but he does other things. What are those other things that he does well?
He's a very good cover guy. Typically when they test him, good things happen for us. He covers his guy well, does a really good job preventing big plays. I think he's a good tackler. He's a good man player. He's a good zone player. He hasn't had a ton of interceptions, but, they haven't thrown the ball to him that much. But typically he does his job, and he does it well.
As your passing games become more proficient and Dak's playing at the level that he has, have you noticed defenses starting to play the passing game differently or try to attack it differently than what before you got into this stretch?
I don't know that I would agree with that. I mean, typically, defenses do what they do. Typically, defenses try to take a certain part of your game away. Obviously, the teams the last couple of weeks have really tried to defend our run and make it difficult for us to run the football. But that doesn't mean throughout the game they haven't played pass coverage too, and they haven't done things to take away our passing game. But typically it's within the defensive scheme what they do, and typically teams are trying to take something away, whether it's throughout a ball game, in a series, or just simply play by play.
There's a lot of hidden yardage that can be found on special teams. How do you feel your team this season has done at finding that hidden yardage?
Probably not good enough. We got to do a better job.
Thank you.
All right, good to see you guys.
Thanks.